This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Canuck Clay Emo, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Tuesday, April the 4th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. The Canucks lost 5-2 tonight to another playoff team, just kind of like the loss to the LA Kings, kind of being outclassed, outworked, outplayed, out everything. And I'm going to need your help on this one because I did not watch the entire game because I was bowling. I'll talk about that in a sec. Moderators, thank you in advance. Do what you need to do. Members, legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support. Thanks for your support of all members of all levels and everyone else, no matter where you're watching from. Whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. I know that you know, or you know that I know, that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here, I appreciate you, always appreciate you, and I never take you for granted. Thank you. No, got to give some love. Jason, you know that Jason watches my streams when he says, this is the first time in a long time that I did not check my watch when giving the date. That's true. That's kind of become my thing where I kind of look. Very good, Jay. I love it. I love it. Thank you for that little, one stream. I'm just going to have you guys name all my nuances, all my habits, whatever it is, go-tos, crutches, word whiskers, all those things. But not tonight. We'll save that for another stream. We got a lot of time over the summer when really we're going to have a lot of time over the summer, basically. So while you're here, subscribe so you can get active in the chat, get my videos every single day. Like this video. There are 25 of you in here, which is awesome. Thank you. Thank you for waiting for me. Let's get those likes up, and hopefully more people will come in as we go. You can share the stream, share it on Twitter, share it wherever you want, if you want as well on Facebook. You can do that, but don't have to, of course. You can leave a donation, get that donation train out of the station. You can become a member, upgrade your membership. You can also donate memberships, and like I said, most importantly, get active in the chat section. Okay, some of you are starting to name some of the things already. Taylor says the okay after every segment. That's true. That's true. I need to. That's a really good point, actually. And I take that feedback very, very, very well in gratitude. I'll work on that, but I know that I do that a lot, both on this show and Game Over. And of course, thank you to Van City Experts Real Estate and all the other sponsors, which I'll name halfway through the show. So here's the thing. Tonight, I was bowling. If you saw me on Twitter, I was bowling against Jacob. It was a good match, actually. His team beat our team 28-22, so it was very close. We each won 2 games, basically, and they won total. I beat my opponent, though. I swept him 4-0, and I got the extra 2 points for total. So I got 10 of our team's points, and then really, our middle guy only got 2. Our anchor only got 2 because Jacob got 8. Playing against Jacob's obviously the anchor for the other team. So that's 14. And then we won 2 of the 4 games, and we did not win total. And each of those, the 4 games plus total, those are worth 4 each as well. So picture this. I got 10. Our middle guy got 2. Our anchor got 2. So that's 14. And we won 2 games for another 8 points. So that's why we got 22 and the other team got 28. But I bowled my best ever. I bowled a 184 average. So basically 195, 175, 195, 175 or thereabouts. So I was very happy with how I bowled, except for one gutter ball off a spare. And if you know bowling scoring, a gutter ball off a spare is not good. But overall, I was very happy with how I played. Also won $55 in side pots, which was nice. Although I put in 40, so I really only won 15. But overall, a fun night bowling. But because I was bowling and because the game's on the monitors, but I can't watch. I got to watch what's happening with my bowling match. And I only saw highlights. And I can talk about what I saw, but then I want you to tell me. This is actually a really good experiment today. Let me talk about what I saw from the highlights. Let me tell you what I see from the stats. Let me tell you what I hear from Rick Tocchet. And then I'm going to turn it over to you. And it might not be just questions only tonight. I think tonight I'm actually going to ask you to tell me what you thought about the game and you can affirm what I've said from basically looking at the highlights and the stat sheet, or you can come up with your own narrative as well. I want all of it. I want any of it, whatever you want to do, but let me go for the first 8 to 10 minutes or so. So this is what I see from the game, from the highlights, and from the stat sheet. I saw Pettersson do a beautiful behind, through, not even through his legs, behind his legs, if that makes sense. I don't think that's the right, just like I couldn't name backhoe in my vlog today. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you watch my video. But PD converts a beautiful pass by Hsmfangirl, not even through his legs, behind his legs, no look, 1-0, great start. And then the Canucks followed out the bag line that I call it, Beauvillier, Amon, and Garland. Amon shoots it in. Beauvillier chases it down across to Garland chases it down across to Beauvillier. And boom, it's 2-0, 13 minutes in. We're laughing. Looks like we're going to hammer these. No, I knew we weren't going to hammer these guys. Yanni Gourde scores before the period ends. Actually, I watched this one a few times. The Canucks defense, their coverage was fine, actually, except Gourde's goal went through Oman's legs, and likely Delia didn't see it. So 2-1 after 1. Then kind of the floodgates open. I know that the Canucks did not capitalize a 5-on-3. I didn't see this, but my son Sean said that they almost got scored on 5-on-3, and then they get scored on 5-on-4. Tanev chips the puck past Miller, uses Jared McCann as a decoy, and puts it over. It's weird. Delia seemed to be too far to his right, yet Tanev still got it over Delia's blocker, his right shoulder. Now it's 2-2. Can't believe the Canucks gave up another shorty. Jordan Eberle gets a loose puck out of the corner and puts it over Delia. That's 3-2. And then Jaden Schwartz on a power play. Really nice tip. Not much you can do. I thought the Canucks sagged a little bit too much. Make it 4-2. And then Matty Beniers, the rookie, scores on an empty netter from his own end, 5-2. Now, you look at the Seattle goals, you kind of had everything. You had a shorthanded goal, you had a power play goal, you had an empty net goal, so that's 3 goals. And then you had Yanni Gourde's opener, and you had Jordan Eberle's, so 2 even strengths, a shorty, a power play, and I guess the empty netter counts as an even strength as well. I look at the stats, I see brutal. I see 18 shots on goal, that's not good. I see faceoffs even, but who cares? I see, again, the Canucks losing the special teams battle. They go Seattle goes 1 for 4. The Canucks go 0 for 5. That's painful. A lot of hits though by the Canucks. 43 hits. I haven't seen the Canucks have 43 hits in a while. Blocks pretty much even. And then I don't care about Seattle stats. When I look at Vancouver stats, I know that Garland, Pettersson, Beauvillier, Joshua, Amon, and Hsmfangirl. So 2 of the 4 lines, all the players get 1 point. And then on D, no one gets a point. Then I see a -2 for Hughes, Burrows, and Myers -1. I look at Hirose. Hirose had 50 minutes of ice time, including some shorthanded. Well, all the Canucks defensemen had some shorthanded time. 1 hit, but no other stats. But I heard Rick Tocchet say that Hirose had a pretty good game once again. So that's some feedback I want to hear from you. How was Hirose's game? I'm always interested in how he does. Then I look at the rest of the Canucks stats. Garland and Beauvillier were -2. I see 5 shots on goal for Brock Besser. I see 6 hits for both Studnicka and DiGiuseppe. And yeah, Miller, again, always active. 4 shots on goal, 5 hits, no points to show for it today. And then I see for blocks, I see 4 blocks from Kyle Burrows. And he's kind of like taking over the mantle from Luke Shen. So that's what I see from a stats perspective. Then I hear Rick Tocchet saying he doesn't like the way they're kind of slipping into bad habits. They don't have enough guys willing to drag the team into the fight. Even he mentioned that some of his best players were not his best players tonight, but then no one else stepped up. So it sounded like he did not like the team's effort. It sounded like Seattle is a very fast, skilled team. They're not very fancy. They just do what they need to do. It sounded like special teams also did us in tonight. A couple other things I'm going to look at real quick. I don't think they've updated this. So the Canucks should show as, oh, I think they finally have. Well, no, they haven't. The Canucks should be at 77 games and only 75 points. So, again, they're not going to fall into the bottom 7, but they fall further behind these other 2 teams, the other 3 teams. So they're only 2 behind Washington, but now they are 4 behind St. Louis and Detroit. So unlikely. I don't think they're going to catch up. So but they might. But I do think the Canucks are going to finish in this 8th to last spot. And finally, these aren't updated yet. I don't know why NHL.com is so slow, but basically add 1 point to PD's total. He's at 97. You can add 1 point to Kuzmenko's total. He's at 70. But so PD and Kuzmenko now have 37 goals apiece. Not sure which one of those guys is going to hit 40 first. So there's some observations from a guy who didn't watch the game. So, this is the one where I have to cut it off at 40 minutes for sure because I'm going to my church by midnight. Have to leave at 11:50. So I'm going to do my mid-show sponsor read now, and then I'm going to actually ask you. I want to ask you what you thought of the game and tell me if the stats basically bear out how you felt this game went, or is there a storyline that I'm missing or that I didn't pick up, a nuance from the game that I didn't pick up because I was not able to watch it. Hello, Bern from Germany and everyone else that is here. I appreciate you guys being here. Oh, yes, and the Canucks did sign that right-handed defenseman actually to a 2-year contract. Can't even remember his name. It's like McCall or something like that, right? Let's see. Right here, right before the game, they announced that, or was it during the game? During the game, which is strange, they announced, not McCall, McWard. The Canucks have signed Cole McWard, 2-year entry-level contract. He's a right shot D, which is exciting. So I'll have to learn a bit more about him before I actually talk about him on the stream or on my channel. But another college signing. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. And the Canucks taking these low risk kind of gambles on some of these young players. Okay, let's do this. Let me do my Mitch. Oh, I did okay. There you go, Taylor. Let's do my Mitchell sponsor read, and then I will turn it over to you. You can type them up, but don't press enter yet. I'm basically going to ask you what you thought about the game, and you can reference what I talked about over the past 10 minutes, or simply talk about whatever you want. So it doesn't have to be questions only. It's a smaller stream tonight, so I think I can kind of just get any feedback from anyone on the game, but give me a sec before you submit it. Shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Visit them, check them out at ptform.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and get a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessies. Mid-show reminder to you to subscribe, like the video, become a member, upgrade your membership, gift a membership, leave a donation, be the first one to get the donation train out of the station tonight. Let's not let them stay parked in the station all night. Well, actually, no, that sounds bad. I don't pander for donation. Do whatever you want. Most importantly, get active in the chat. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Let's hear your observations from the game starting now. Oh, I know Fangirl was ready. Honestly, well, good. I don't want you to be dishonest with me. Hirose was a good player today. Seeing PD score a nice goal to open the scoring was nice. A lot of mistakes, though, that resulted in the 5 Seattle goals. Thank you, Fangirl. Hello to everyone that just joined. Everyone's saying hi to everyone, which is great. Keep saying hi to each other. That's wonderful. But I want to hear more about the game. I want to hear what you guys thought about the game. And I want more likes. There's 40 viewers, which is fine. It's a later one but only 17 likes. But leave it to a legend to start off the donation train. So let's give some love to Andrew, who I think was at the game. Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong. $7 donation from Andrew says, let me start the choo-choo train. So let's give some love to legendary Andrew Chang in the chat. Thank you, Andrew, for that. A lot of people saying hi to each other, which is absolutely fine. We have yet another legend coming through. Legendary Just Incredible with an $11 donation. 4th straight loss. 4th straight game with save percentage below 900. The structure talk it was supposed to have improved is showing old Boudreaux cracks again, and the reliance on goaltending is back. Based on what I saw tonight, I can't disagree with anything you said, Justin. I just hope that they build up enough goodwill or find enough good habits, win or lose, enough good habits or the final 5 games so they're actually feeling good about themselves heading into the summer. Thank you, Justin, for the donation, acting like a true legend as always. Andrew was at the game tonight. Very good. Why is Joshua on the top line like nothing against him? He's a fine energy player, but kind of weird to put him. Yeah, Peter Talkett loves Di Giuseppe and Joshua. That's why they are the 2 forwards on the 2 top lines. I would love it if it was Beauvillier and Garland, quite frankly, instead. I don't know why. You can go a third line of Oman, Di Giuseppe, and Joshua, and I think they'd be fine. Nugs outclassed every facet of the game. Felt like a pretty lazy performance. That's fair. That's fair. They still have a hard time getting set up on the power play. Waste too much time trying to gain the offensive zone. Yeah, it concerns me when I see 0 for 5, including a 5-on-3. Bear had a fight, hurt his hand, left for the second, came back on third. Oh, did not see the fight. Did he win? The team looked tired. Yes. Do you think Cole McWard goes to Abbotsford at the end of the NHL season to play in the AHL playoffs? Someone's going to have to correct me. Is he allowed to play in the Abbotsford playoffs? I don't know. So, Fangirl, I don't know. Maybe someone else knows for sure. Myers kept giving the puck away. Only good news is a PD goal and 3 points away. Yes, he's at 97. Some love for Lucas and Andrew and Justin. Seattle really put the Canucks in the fridge tonight. They broke the eraser off the Canucks pencil. They put the Canucks in a suitcase that got delayed upon arrival. What else is there to say? Great metaphors. I don't think I've heard any of those 3 before, but thank you. Missed the Canucks game tonight because I was too busy watching OKC losing grip of a playoff spot. I will say I'm excited about Hirose, and Rick Dollywall said Cole McWard will report to Vancouver. Thank you for that. That's good. So maybe they get him into a game before the year ends. After Besser's comments, you thought he would have had a good time, but can't skate, hit, shoot, or pass. So much for losing sucks, eh? Maybe he is the problem. Well, I wouldn't just blame Besser, and I think he's had a decent season, actually, when you look at his stat line. It's not just about stats, though. And I'm not sure. Did Besser talk today? Bruce, I must have missed that. We need a legitimate backup goaltender. It will cost us games next season. Eskimo, that is a great point. I actually brought that up when Parker and I were hosting Canucks After Dark yesterday, that I was surprised that they didn't try to go get a good backup goaltender when Demko went down December 1st. I get they were up against the cap, though. How does Chicago beat Calgary but can't beat the Canucks? Oh, by the way, did you know Calgary lost all 3 of Blackhawk? Wow. I know Calgary lost today. I didn't know they lost all 3. That is crazy. Hall of Fame member Shannon Hollingworth comes through with an $8 donation. Thank you, Shannon. Canucks lost another game, but we still need to support them. Coach Rob and I will always be Canucks fans, win or lose, from Rob and Shannon. Good. Me too. Me too, Shannon. There is absolutely nothing wrong with supporting the team through thick and thin. You should. But we also need to hold them accountable too, especially management. So that's fair, but everything you said makes a lot of sense. PD is definitely better than Suzuki. I think so too. Canucks only got 2 shots in the second. That's no good. Special teams killed us. Yes, I agree. Thought more about the 2-hour season end stream? Not yet, JS. Not yet. I'll have plenty of time to think about that over the long weekend. He's reporting to the Canucks. Very good. Thoughts on Tockett's vision? Board battles and keeping teams on their toes. We are a small team, but would you insist that a lot of players need to put on some weight and fight for jobs? Yeah, I'm mostly on board with that. It's not magic. It doesn't happen automatically, but I think Tocchet is saying the right things. You don't have to be the biggest guy, but you have to be the bigger competitor. And you have to, more often than not, win your one-on-one battles. I think that's what he's getting at, more than everyone has to bulk up by 10 pounds. But I know he said that about a few guys, including Hirose for sure. Not enough shots or chaos on the PP. I thought Hirose was great. Yes, good. That's what I like to hear. My mom was at the game tonight. She went to 7 this season. She was 0-7. Oh, she can't go anymore. Or maybe she should have gone more this year. I am going on Thursday. And you are 13-0-1? That is crazy how one family member is 0-7 and the other one is undefeated. That is, or you know what I mean? That's crazy. I'm not going to Thursday, but I am going to Saturday. Yeah, I don't know if McCord is eligible for AHL playoffs. Someone who knows can tell us. Oh, Besser commented that it sucks and keeps losing and missing the playoffs. Oh, I'd agree. Hey, Rosie. Garland was second star. That tells you how bad the rest played. How did Garland is second star in a 5-2 loss? Even the Raptors commentators were like, Bettman needs to change the playoff format. What? He said the current format is stupid. Bettman was the assistant commissioner of the NBA. Was he the assistant or was he... Yeah, I know David Stern was there for the longest time. Yeah. With the team at the top, Seattle being one of them, they're going to tighten up and start playing playoff hockey. I predict the score, not surprised. Cheering for Edmonton. Yeah, I was off by 1. I said 4-3, so I was off by 1 by both teams. 5-2. And JT Miller even said it was very tough in the third period because Seattle was protecting the lead and blocking a lot of shots. Yeah, Birdie, I have been playing the horns for the donos. I just put it on very quiet so it doesn't blow your ears off. I think if you're listening on headphones, you could hear it. What it says, the Kraken don't have a franchise 100-point center, D-man, or goalie like we do, yet we'll make the playoffs more in 2 years than we have in the last 5. Great point, Justin. They do not have a superstar, but they have a well-balanced team that works hard. Kraken has 11 players over 200 pounds. The Canucks only have 4. Okay, that's a big difference. Backup goalies in terms of free agency ain't looking too promising, but there is Nedeljkovic. I don't know why I have to pause. Nedeljkovic, would you take a chance on him? Because then there's Varlamov and Bernier. Yeah, I like Nedeljkovic. I do. I just got to learn how to say his name. Despite our awful start, say we won 5 of them and made the playoffs, would we even make it past the first round? If we were in a wildcard spot today and start day, who would we be against? Well, we'd likely be the second wildcard team, so we play against the top team in the conference, and that is Vegas right now. So I think we'd be in trouble. Excited for playoff Devils hockey. Kieran Jack Hughes. What do you think about Trump being not guilty in court today? I don't think he was not. He claimed he pleaded not guilty. He wasn't found not guilty. Yeah, I don't want to talk about him. It was a waste of time. 2-way contract. That's right. It is a 2-way contract. Was it a 2-year one-way? Is it a 2-year two? It is. I can look it up right now. It is. Here it is. Full details. 2-year entry-level contract. It doesn't actually say if it's 1-way or 2-way. Okay, I have to do more research for sure. Canucks started losing when Joshua was put on the top line. Not his fault, but they were winning before. Yeah, Rick Tocchet really likes them. I went 0-2 this season for my games. Next year, I'm hoping for better results. My all-time record is 4-6. 3-game losing streak, then a 4-game winning streak. Oh, 3-4-3. Yeah, we got to change that, or at least, well, wait till next year. Shannon, I can't highlight it because it doesn't show up on my screen, but thank you, Shannon, for using your 23-month membership message to say, what a great CCC crew. Coach Rob and I will for sure come over for a game next season. Needs to be in the wheelchair section, but it would be nice to see him go with a couple of you people that are in the chat. Yes, we will somehow make that happen somehow. Thank you, Shannon. No point playing Demko, Tristan. You gotta give Delia some games too. You don't want to burn out Demko at the very end of the season. Excited to see what the Lions season. Do you think Vancouver will have a big year? Or do you think VA? Who's VA? Oh, Vernon Adams? I hope so. I don't remember how well he ended off the season. But yeah, I'm excited for the Lions too. It's Tristan tonight. Mom will be on tomorrow. Got it. Although I think PD should be the captain, I would not mind Hughes. Yeah, we talked about that on Canucks After Dark quite a bit. We'd be fine with either of them. What were the Canucks missing in 2020 in the playoffs to even have a chance to be? We were missing scoring. Those games were quite low scoring. And I think, don't let the 7-game fool you. That was really Demko versus Vegas. Vegas was still a better, faster, stronger team for sure. If Joshua on the top line helps us by tanking, by all means, keep it together. If we did not lose the first 8 games of the season, we would make it in. Well, tough to say. If we won 4 of those 8, then we'd be closer to playoff spot, but we still wouldn't be in. I don't think he plays Thursday already. I think he's got to get at least 2 or 3 practices in. Jaskrin's 2-1. JGP is 1-1. Which player would give Boston the best chance of winning the cup? McDavid or Makar? I think their scoring's just fine. Maybe Makar, because right shot D-man is hard to... But McDavid's the best player in the world. Either, of course. Either. I feel like Hughes would want captaincy more than PD. Maybe. Back in Game 7 of the Cup, would you have made any lineup changes? And why do you think they lost the way they did? Oh, it's so hard for me to remember. That's 12 years ago now. But I do know they were beat up. Hughes was out. Kessler was playing on one leg. Yeah, Boston was beat up too, but I think the Canucks were more beat up. Training camp opens in September, Shannon. They go do their own workouts. They can skate in groups, but nothing official until September. Not going to lie, 3 years ago, who would have thought Hughes might become captain? Are they really pushing Hughes? I think that PD is the first choice, but I also think if he says no, or they might go to Hughes. Giants are down 3-0 in their series to playoffs. We need someone to cheer. How do you think Abbotsford will do? Yeah, they're right in the middle of their division. You'd think Abbotsford would do well. They've had a pretty good season, but didn't they lose in the first round last year? With only 5 games left, how many practices do you think the Canucks will have? I don't know. Not a lot, I think, because they seem to take days off between games, and then they have a practice on game day. I'd go the other way. I'd practice between games and then not have a game day skate, but I guess you kind of need a game day skate. Who knows? Maybe they have 4 practices with 5 games left. I have watched or listened to 159 Canucks games in a row. That's impressive. Canucks remaining mission in the last 5 games to get PD 100 points, eliminate the Flames, and stay in the bottom 10. Okay, those are 3 fair things for sure. Do you trade anyone that you would think? Do you trade anyone that you would think we would keep if he draft Bedard or Fantilli? 10-point different in last 10 games for them. Adam was 17. Okay, that was pretty. I don't even know what you're asking, Patrick. Please type that again. I'll get a Hughes poster if he gets the C. You lose the rest of the games. What was that? Flutter in the standings. Put it closer to the overall first round picks. Yeah, even if we lose all the rest of our games, I still think we finish 6th, 7th, or 8th from the bottom. We can't get to the bottom. Take care, Shannon. Do I think Kuzmenko will become captain? No. Brock? No. Abbotsford got swept last season. That sounds right. Yes, Shannon, I know okay, good. You signed up for the 101. That's awesome. I will check it out. Thank you. I also want Hughes to reach 80. Yeah, didn't he have 73 coming tonight's game, and he's still at 73, so can he get 7 in 5 games? We lost Rome to suspension thanks to the Horton hit. Raymond was injured. That's true. Okay, it is actually, I said okay again. Dang it. Now, Taylor, I'm going to be thinking about it every single time. Let's do 2 more minutes of Canucks-related comments and questions, and then I'll do the last 6 or 7 minutes for Ask Me Anything. So last 2 minutes for Canucks and hockey-related questions and comments. And yeah, with the smaller streams, I'm able to read almost everything. No, we're still in the draft lottery, so we still have a chance, Tristan, but we won't know until May. Regards to the Bedard Fantilli question, you can simply ask Elfren what he's asking in his closet. Oh, you mean asking, hey man, what are you asking about? I don't get it. Okay, let's see what he says. Apparently, Mishkov's dad went missing and found dead. Yes, I read that. Very, very sad. Don't know all the details for sure. We love your okays, Clay. It's okay, Clay. Okay is okay to say, Clay. A lot of rhyming there. All right, now everyone's affirming me. I appreciate it. Nucks playoffs in 3 years. Yeah, they probably want to get there as early as next season, but we'll see. They got to get a lot more consistent. They're missing a lot of guys to injury, though, when you think about it. Mikheyev, Podkolzin. So those are 2 top 9 guys for sure. Pearson, if he ever comes back. Then you're missing Hronik, OEL, 2 of your top 4 defensemen. So that's a lot. If we draft Bedard or Fantilli, do you think management would trade anyone that would typically belong? Us. Gotcha. Yes. You could probably trade all 3 of Besser, Garland, Beauvillé, honestly. And those guys make $17 million combined. So that's a lot of money. Jasker says Canucks playoffs next season is loading. Make sure to tell Alvin he's handsome and brush his teeth. You're handsome and brush your teeth. Tanner Pearson has had like multiple hand surgeries, and he was shut down for the season way back a few months ago now, which is crazy. Friends, let's move now to Ask Me Anything. So hopefully no more Canucks or hockey-related questions. Maybe I'll sneak one in if you're just typing it up right now. But otherwise, let's move to Ask Me Anything right now. Actually, to start off, I will go get my shoes. Give me a sec, IC. This is going to be really bad for the podcast. So for a spokesperson, I should probably know these names a lot better. But these ones I wear every single day. I love these. These are my walking shoes. Does it have the names of these inside? I don't know. So these are the pair, my first pair, the ones I always wear. Then I got this one because I wanted a darker one. And I don't know what these are called, whatever. I should look these up. But then I got these ones. How do you see this better there? Like that? Or I should put it under the light, I guess. No, there. There. And then my newest ones, I don't know. They either call them Storm Burst and now they're Cloud Burst, or the other way around. There used to be Cloud Burst. These are pretty sweet. I love the kind of ribbing at the top. And how do I do this? Oh, like this. I really like these ones. They're a little bit heavier though, so I got to make sure that I'm not tired when I wear those, but they're very comfortable as well. Sorry, that was probably the worst demonstration ever. I'll do better next time. Favorite Hasbro board game? I don't know. I don't know which ones are Hasbro, so I can't really answer. Give me some options. I want the Flames to miss the playoffs, but I'd still rather be in the Flames position playing meaningful impact games in March and April in the playoff chase. I agree. I would love to be in that too. Brock or Myers, who leaves first? Oh, that is a good question. I have a feeling they're going to try and move Myers after they pay him his bonus money. I really do. And then you can sign Ethan Bear. Would they be good for putting in heavy miles? Yes, they are. They're very comfortable and they're very durable. Oh, sweet. The second ones are the ones I got. Oh, nice. Well, then what are they called? Tell me what they're called. Clay, I talked to John about the personal situation with my mom in regards to the casino. Unfortunately, not a lot of progress. Unfortunately, I don't know what to do. What can I do? It's a pretty private and serious thing to talk about, Peter. I think we should take this offline. But the only thing I think of off the top of my head is if she, I don't know if she's willing to go to counseling. I don't know if there's a family member that she'll listen to, and if you can get her on the self-exclusion list. Easy for me to say though. I know the high tops feels like a makeup product situation. Yeah, it wouldn't be me. That's for sure. The white ones are fire. Hey, Kempner. Yes, I do. Oh, by the way, Kempner, is your actual name Trev or is it Rev? Because I know you call yourself Rev Trev, but then your channel's called Kempner Canucks. So are you Rev? Are you Trev? Or are you Kempner? Let me know. Does Vessi have a storefront I could check out there next time? I don't think so. Can you? Actually, I don't even know if Vessi has a storefront because I buy everything online. The Raw after WrestleMania, it sucked. The Lesnar attack on Rhodes, that was okay. Set up Rhodes earning another title opportunity versus Reigns by setting up Lesnar for Rhodes. Yeah, I think they want to go away from Rhodes for a bit. But a lot of rumors that Vince McMahon had his hand all over last night's show. Okay, there is a Vessi in Metrotown. Oh, I said it again. There's a Vessi in Metrotown. Good to know. Battleship Connect 4 Monopoly, Game of Life. Game of Life. I like that one. I like spinning that wheel. Would you verse my brother in Scrabble at your meetup? That's the only way that he would potentially come, if I can even make it myself. But it sounds like he's going to kick my butt, though. Sure, whatever, sure. I do like Brock Lesnar. Not a super fan, but I like him. Have I read Dan Russell's A Pleasant Good Evening book? Yes, I have it. Right here. Yes, I have read it. I actually haven't read the whole thing. I've read a lot of it, though, but I haven't finished it. I actually had him on my channel. Not sure, Jason, that might have been before you're following me, but I've interviewed Dan on this channel. Yeah, Peter, there are a few things I'd like to improve on. One thing I'd like to do is more storytelling videos. I know that's how people get a lot more subscribers and a lot more views, but I kind of don't think that's my style because I can edit. I can always get Jacob to help me edit, but then it's pulling clips and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know, maybe I'm showing that I'm lazy or something. I don't mind if the channel doesn't grow super fast now that I've hit 10K. I'm more about building community. So I do think I'm going to challenge myself to try a few things in the off season, so to speak, and kind of see what sticks. Although it's going to be tricky though, because it's not going to be a lot of Canucks content. Thank you for asking though. The everyday move. Your color is onyx black on black. Mine are just onyx black. Thank you. The everyday move. That makes sense. Yes, Vince McMahon is back. Dan Russell blocked me. Why, Ricky? My mom's cousin got stabbed on the bus in Surrey. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I just read a book by Margaret Atwood called Oryx and Crake for English. English wrote an essay for it. Let's do this. Well, I hope it went well, Taylor. I hope it went well. I'm Trevor, but people call me Rev Trev, and my last name is Kempner. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, I said okay again. But the feedback I was going to give you, Trevor, was even though now that I get it, your name is Trevor, Rev Trev makes sense. Kempner Canucks does have a great ring to it. I wonder if when you introduce yourself at the start of your videos, so I do watch all your videos, instead of saying Rev Trev of Kempner Canucks, you see, even though I get your name is Trevor Kempner, there's a disconnect there. So my humble advice would you actually say, I'm Rev Trev Kempner of Kempner Canucks. Then a listener, especially someone watching you for the very first time, would make the connection right away. I'm obviously Clay's Canucks commentary because my name is Clay. I understand you're Rev Trev, but your channel is called Kempner Canucks. I agree Kempner Canucks has a really nice ring to it. So I think you should mention your name as Kempner in your video. So just a thought. You don't have to take it. We want to give you that feedback, but keep on doing what you're doing. It's very important for sure. Yes, there will be shows in the off season, but certainly not as frequently. I'm almost certain I'm going to drop to twice a week. Sunday and Wednesday. Sunday, play the games. Wednesday, maybe play games. Yes, Vince could be back in creative for sure. So, guys, I need to get going. Fangirl, okay, I'll end with this. Actually, Fangirl, ask me this another time when I'm not in a rush, because really the story is a good story, and I have a couple of really neat stories that came from it. So Fangirl, ask me that again if that's okay on another stream, but I'll get to it for sure. And let's do these last two. Do you ever feel demotivated? How do you handle overcome? If you're talking about this channel specifically, no, Indigo, I have ups and downs for sure. There's certain times where I'm more motivated than others, but I've never found myself demotivated because no one's forcing me to do this. I don't get caught up. Okay. I keep saying okay. Allow me to say this one thing for 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'll end off. Let me do this. JS, my favorite music in the 90s was Belle de DeVoe, New Edition, Boyz II Men, Johnny Gill, that kind of stuff. Last thing. What I can't, one pet peeve of mine is when a content creator doesn't stream or doesn't post for a couple days and then has to apologize or come on. And I get maybe people are concerned for this person's well-being. And I'm not talking about anyone in particular. I just think it's kind of silly when, like, I think people need to get over themselves a little bit. I try not to, I would never, well, famous last words. I try not to come on here and say, let's say I don't post for a couple days. I won't go on this big song and dance. Oh, I'm so sorry that I haven't posted. My life's been really busy and I'm really sorry. I know it's because there's an implication there or an insinuation that you guys can't live without my content. You see what I mean? Like maybe I'm missing the mark with this quick analysis, but my point is, I think there are some content creators that if they took 2-3 days off or a week off or whatever their frequency of their vlogs content is, if they took a break for 1 or 2 of those, whether that means a day, a week, a month, you can explain yourself for sure if you want to, because people will care about you. But I don't think they have to go on this big song and dance of, oh, I apologize, I'll get back to you, I'll make it up to you, because I think that's kind of thinking too highly of yourself. And if I was to say that, it would be a presumption that you guys need my content. You guys are missing my content. I want you to want my content, but I don't know if I'd ever apologize for not doing it because I think I didn't fill a void in your life. You see what I mean? It's kind of a weird, I need to articulate this a lot better, but it's just something that I notice when some content creators do that. They take a bit of a break or whatever, and they start apologizing for it or whatever. On one hand, it's nice, but on the other hand, I think it's unnecessary. I think I did the worst explanation ever. Let me rethink about this one too and explain it better. But let me know in the chat as I go. I'm not looking for affirmation because that's exactly what I just said that I don't think I need or what people should be going for. But let me know if you kind of know what I'm getting at, or if you have no clue what I was just trying to get at, or if you completely disagree, and I'm good with that feedback too. You guys know that I have very thick skin. I have a very big ego and a big head, so I have no problem when people come after me or disagree with me. It's not because I won't value their opinion. I actually, opposite, I value everyone's opinion as long as it's respectful, even if I don't agree with it. But I love to read your comments as I'm winding down here. What a weird way to end, but that's what happens when you ask me good, deep questions. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Moderators, didn't look like you had to do too much, which is a good thing. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support as always. Thanks to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. We had Andrew donate. We had Justin donate. We had Shannon donate. Thanks to all of you. We also had Shannon use one of her membership messages. For any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. And thanks to everyone for getting involved in the chat section. Make sure you check out my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform, Personal Training and Weight Loss. And on your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, rate and review. This one might be a little bit rough on the podcast, considering I took about 30 seconds to go dig up some shoes. And I just went on a rant for no apparent reason at the very end of the show. But I know I trust you guys. I know we have a very safe space here. And now I'm going to go read all your comments and see if I made any sense at all. Okay, friends, you guys are awesome. Tomorrow I'll be back at 11 p.m. Won't be as rushed. Hopefully we can spend some good time together. And as always, I appreciate your support. So stay safe, stay healthy. I'm not sure why I paused there. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And it was weird, you guys. This morning, I found stir fry all over my bed. I must have been sleepwalking again, as in WOKKING. I just realized you need to see the word sleepwalking. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.